Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to re-explain the chapter Growing Up as Boys and Girls with the textual reference, and I will also mark some important questions which will obviously help you. So let's start from the beginning of the chapter. What we came to know at the beginning, I hope you all remember. So here we came to know that being a boy or a girl is an important part of one's identity. So first word we came to know here, that is identity. So what is the meaning of identity? Identity means the self-awareness or a recognition through which people can know us or people can recognize us. That is our identity. So here we are going to focus the identity as per our gender. That means either I am female or male. What will be the differences on the basis of gender, that also we need to understand here, especially within our society. What kind of act we need to do, what kind of behavior we will get from others according to our gender. That is the main focus of this chapter. So first question you have to learn from here, what is identity? The society as we grow up in teaches us what kind of behavior is acceptable for boys and girls, what boys and girls can and cannot do. Okay, so here we came to also know that the society from our childhood start to teach us that what should be our proper behavior if I am boy or if I am girl. And they also all the time try to make us understand what should be our proper behavior and what should we expect from the society. So this part is related to that. Now next, let us understand what is the main focus of chapter. So after that, here we will see that two types of society or society of two different areas are discussed in the book. So let us understand what are the differences within these two areas society is visible to us. Let's see. So first here is given the description of the society, Samoa Island. So from here next question will be, where is the Samoa Island located? It is a part of Southern Pacific Ocean. Okay, a small island which is located in the Southern Pacific Ocean. In the 1920s, according to research reports on Samoa society, children did not go to school. So previously in the society during the time 1920s, so long time ago, children there, they didn't go to school. They learned many things such as how to take care of children or do household work from older children and from adults. So from this part, you can write the question, what are the different activities related to the people of Samoa Island? Especially you can observe here their main occupation was fishing. As it is an island, so obviously they can get more fishes for to sell it, to utilize them in their life. That's why fishing was their main occupation. And young people, therefore, they learn to undertake long fishing expedition. This is their main work. In next portion or next paragraph, here we will come to know about the how do the children in Samoa Island they grow up. So this portion you can mark as the how do the children grow up in Samoa Island. Okay, so As soon as babies could work, their mothers and other adults no longer look after them. So only mothers, they don't have the duty to look after the children. Who will take care of the work? The children will take care by his or her brothers or sisters. Okay, so whenever they are little bit big, so that time the mother can focus on other work. And one thing you can see here, that cooking was done in special cooking houses where boys were supposed to do most of the work. And here you can see that after the age of 14, girls went to fishing trips. So here is one difference from our society we can observe, where cooking is mostly done by the boys, and after the age of 14, the girls were allowed to do the fishing work. So in this concern, we can say that Samoa Island, there is no differentiation between boys and girls. They do all the work by providing equal importance to boys and girls. There is no difference between any work of boys and girls. Everyone gets the similar importance in their society. Though we can say that it's a tribal group, but here there is no difference. Whereas in Madhya Pradesh during the time of 1960s, here we can observe that how boys and girls, they are differentiated by the society. What kind of differentiation we can observe? Like in Madhya Pradesh, we can observe that from class 6 onwards, boys and girls went to separate school. Okay. The girls' school was designed very differently from the boys' school. Okay, this line you have to focus. That girls' school and boys' school, they are not similar. So what kind of differentiation we can observe? They had a central courtyard where they played in total seclusion. And safety from the outside world. So in the girls' school, they were allowed to play inside the school within a courtyard, safety from the outside world. Whereas the boys' school had no such courtyard, and our playground was just a big space attached to the school. So here, this paragraph you can learn what are the differences present in boys' school and girls' school in Madhya Pradesh during the time of 90s. Every evening, once school was over, the boys watched as hundreds of schoolgirls crowded the narrow street. As these girls walked on the street, they looked so purposeful. Purposeful means directly from the school they came back to their home. On the road, they never look here and there. Only they try that within short period of time they can reach their home. So why this kind of thing happen? You also need to learn that thing. That why did the girls in Madhya Pradesh were so purposeful while coming back to school? This was unlike the boys who used the street as place to stand around idling, to play, to try out tricks with their bicycles. So for girls' behavior and boys' behavior, we also can see the differences in Madhya Pradesh. So girls are using the road just to come back their home, where boys are using their road to play different tricks, to stand idle, to do some games in the road, just in the same way. So for the girls, the street was simply a place to get straight home. The girls always went in group, perhaps because they were carried fears of being teased and attacked. So this is the reason that why were the girls so purposeful while coming back to school. school? This is the answer of this question. So one question you have to learn from this part: what are the difference between boys school and girls school in Madhya Pradesh during the time of 90s, and what kind of behavioral difference within boys and girls we can observe in Madhya Pradesh during the same period of time. Okay. So after reading the two examples above, we realize that there are many different ways of growing up. So another question is very much important from here. What are the difference between the society of Samoa Island and Madhya Pradesh? So Samoa Island, where we came to know that the people are not going to school, but there is no differences in the society or no gender inequality. Whereas in Madhya Pradesh, people are getting education, then also gender inequality is present in the society, which is very much sad for us. Alright? We also realize that societies make clear distinction between boys and girls. This begins from a very young age. We are, for example, given different toys to play with. And here another question: why are girls then given dolls and boys car? So children, hope you can understand that from your childhood, your parents also give you the toys. Like for girls, they provide the Barbie dolls, and whereas for boys, they give the dolls, give the toys like any car or any warrior. So why this kind of differences? Because this is our society who from our childhood try to implement these things in our mind, that what should be our act or what should be our role in the society when we will grow up as a man and or woman. So this is the mode of way to tell us what is our role in the society when we will grow up. That's why from childhood we are given different kinds of toys, which should not be done. If we think about it, these differences is created in the smallest and most everyday things. How girls need to talk softly, not only the toys, even sometimes our parents and society also try to teach us that in which way girls should talk and in which way boys should behave. Why this kind of differences? Like the girls need to talk softly, whereas boys can be tough. All these are ways of telling children that they have specific roles to play when they grow up to be men or women. This is the main objectives of the society to teach a child. In most societies, including our own, the roles men and women play or the work they do are not valued equally. Obviously, I hope you can also understand or realize that the work of men and women in the society are not valued equally. Another question from here: why? Why their works are not valued equally? Men and women do not have the same status. Why? What's the reason for that? So the reason explained through a story which already we have learned, where we came to know that in Harmeet's family, her husband and her children were not given her the proper respect for her household work. But one day when she has taken rest from all her household work, that time her husband and children, both of them realized that how much important work Harmeet do every day. So valuing housework. So the housework is not work of any shamefulness. These are also very much important work which we should understand and give proper respect to every household worker as well as our housemaker. So Hermit's family did not think that work Jasprit did within the house was real work. They didn't understand that thing, but afterwards they understood the fact. Across the world, the main responsibility for housework and caregiving tasks like looking after the family, especially children and elderly or sick members, lies with the woman. So caregiving, what is the meaning? Next question. What is the meaning of caregiving? Caregiving means when a woman takes care of her children, of her different household works, as well as any sick person, other elder person. Every work when done by a woman within a family, it is called caregiving, especially like our mother. Yet, as we have seen, the work that women do with the home is not recognized as work. But after doing lots of work within the family, most of the time we can observe that the work of our mother are not valued properly. The work we cannot observe. We think that it's her natural behavior, so every day she needs to do the work. But we never realize that how much difficult these works are to do the work from morning to night. It is also assumed that this is something that comes naturally. It therefore does not have to be paid for, and society devalues the work. So what is the meaning of devalues and why do we devalue the work of women? This will be your next question. Next, here we also learn about the life of domestic workers, especially in the modern cities. So next question will be, how is the life of domestic workers in the modern cities? And here we learn one story about Melanie, the story about one household worker, domestic worker Melanie, where we came to see that how much her life was filled up with the misery, because here we came to know that from morning 5 o'clock till night she works in the house, but then also the owner of the house or the Mem Sahib, she didn't give the proper respect to the domestic worker Melanie as well as other. Sometimes not given proper amount of food, sometimes not given the chappal to wear even during the winter time when their legs already swell up with the cold. So this kind of torture they have to face in the house of rich families, especially in the modern cities. So we should give also proper value to these domestic workers, because they are working to our house or they are helping us. So they also need proper kind of respect and behavior from us. What we commonly term as housework actually involves many different works. So these household works that we say every day that these are no work, there is no value in household work, but actually this work involve so many different works from morning to night, like washing clothes, making the food, making breakfast, sending the children to school, sending husband to the office, taking care of each and every corner of the house, assemble everything in the house, mopping the floor, washing every area. So these works are not that much easy that we think. Like here given, several works are included here. Washing clothes, cleaning, sweeping, picking up loads require bending. Lots of work which most of the time our mothers are doing every day without complaining anything. So another aspect of household, so what are the different works are included in household work? Next question. Another aspect of housework and caregiving that we do not recognize is that is very time consuming. So the household work is very much time consuming, and for that the women in the family most of the time not get proper time for their leisure or to rest. Okay, so women's work and equality. So through this explanation we have learned that in the society we should behave with the women equally like the men. We should not devalue their work because they also need proper kind of respect from us, each and every person from the society. So here you have to understand or you have to learn the question, what should be the proper behavior towards a woman. Okay, and next, because our constitution also tell us the same thing. And in the last part from here, what are the steps? Okay, what are the steps were taken by the government to maintain equality of women's work in the society? That also you have to learn from here. Here you came to know what are the steps taken by the government to maintain the equality of women in the society or to reduce the double burden from the women's work. So double burden means where women have to do the outside work as well as the work inside the home. Both kind of work they have to do. So what are the facilities we have observed on government or positive activities, like to set up Anganwadis, that means child care center, as well as to provide crèche facilities in the different offices where women can keep their small child and also can do the work of the office where the employee number is more than 30 women employee. And also we need to make the girls educated through these three procedure, 1 here, 2 here and 3. Through these 3 procedure, government has taken the initiative to reduce the double burden from the women, because most of the time they are doing outside work as well as the work in the home. Okay, so I hope it will help you out to understand the chapter more easily. So thank you children. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye, and we will start another chapter from the next week. Thank you.